we carry on. This is the late boomers.
Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Cathy, and this is my first cooking video, but I thought that I would make something special today that was always special to my mama, and it's called strawberry pizza. It's not a savory dish, it is a dessert. My mama always loved it, so I thought I would bring you guys along for the ride, let you see how I make this. Start out with 2 cups of flour, self-rising flour. And I always use white lily flour. That's just my preference. I certainly don't get a sponsorship from them or anything, but I just prefer the white lily. And then we're going to add to that 2 sticks of Parkay margarine. I don't normally use margarine. I always use butter. But for this recipe, you have to use Parkay. And the reason is if you use regular butter, your crust will be hard and tough. Even other kinds of margarines has never worked. Over the years, I've made this recipe for like 30 years. And Parkay is the only butter margarine that I have found that will make your crust tender. Now you might find something else, but that's my experience. And let's pour all that melted butter in and give that a little mix. You see what it looks like. All mixed in, and it's slowly forming a dough. Now after your dough forms, you see how it looks, and then I'm going to add in 1 cup of chopped pecans. And let's give that a stir. Whoop. And when all that is incorporated really well, this is what your dough looks like. Okay, it's just a shortbread dough. And then the pan that I use to make this with is a little bit bigger than a 9 by 13. I think it's like a 10 by 15, I think. The reason I use this bigger pan is because the crust, I like a thin crust on this dessert, and this will make the crust thinner. If you use a 9 by 13, your crust is going to be thicker, and I don't necessarily like that. But if you like a thick crust, that's fine. You can use a 9 by 13, but I prefer this larger pan. And we just fold this out. And I am going to use my hands. I've already washed my hands to press this down. You don't have to spray this with Pam or anything, because the butter is sufficient. It will not stick. And you just press, press, press. Okay. And I've already had my oven preheating at 375. This is a dessert that I usually make at Christmas time. It's a family favorite. My kids love it, and like I said, it was my mama's favorite. She's no longer with us, but she always loved. She wanted to know where the strawberry pizza was when we had family gatherings. Okay, so we've got all that pressed, and that's what it looks like in your pan. And now I'm going to pop it in the oven for about 25-30 minutes. I'll check on it in about 20 minutes. Okay, I have that in the oven. We're getting prepared for our second layer. and I will show you that. As soon as this comes out, it'll need to cool for, it'll probably take it at least an hour to cool. It needs to be completely cool before you put the next layer on. And so we'll be back. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes. I'll check. It looks good. The way I usually tell is I just dig into the crust a little bit, make sure it's all flaky and the edges are brown. So about 25 minutes. 25 minutes total cooking time on the crust. Okay, we'll be back. I'm going to put this on a wire rack, and so hopefully that'll let it help it cool quicker. Hi everyone, we're back for the second layer of this strawberry pizza. Okay, first thing we need 8-ounce pack of cream cheese, softened. It's been sitting out for quite a while, so it's pretty soft. Okay. Some down in the crevices. Okay, make sure that's softened enough. Yeah, that's pretty soft. Okay, we got our cream cheese, and then we're going to add to that 2 cups of powdered sugar. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. Then we're going to take our mixer and mix that. I'm going to pour the rest in. And let's mix that. And you can see it's a nice creamy consistency. Then we're going to add I have a 16-ounce container of Cool Whip, but I'm going to only add half of it. And then mix that. Okay, so we got that mixed, and I just came back in with a spoon, and we're just making sure it's all incorporated. Okay. Now our crust has cooled completely, so I'm going to add this layer onto the crust. Okay, I'm just going to spread that out evenly onto your crust. I try to spread it as evenly as I can, because we're going to put our last layer on, which is the strawberries. Okay. Okay. So that's your second layer. Okay. And for our third layer, we're going to take some strawberry glaze that you can pick up in the produce department at your local grocery store. Just strawberry glaze. I guess, I told you about my garbage bowl. This is a must in the kitchen for me. I use a garbage bowl. It's just so convenient to throw everything that all your wrappers and everything into one little bowl and then discard them in the garbage when you're finished. So it's just easier for me. Okay, we're going to take this glaze. Let's see if I can get you over here so we can make sure you see everything. The strawberry glaze. So pretty. I love strawberries. Anything strawberry. Then I have a tub, let's see, 23.2 ounce tub of frozen strawberries that I've thawed. And I didn't drain it all, but I dipped out the strawberries, and then this is the juice. And I will add a little bit of this juice, but I didn't want all of it. So we're going to add the strawberries into the glaze. And give that a good mix. And then I am going to add just probably about fourth of a cup of that. Just get it all mixed up good. Okay. And we're just going to pour that on over our second layer. It makes a really pretty dessert for Christmas or Thanksgiving or just anytime. Anytime you're having guests over, it makes a beautiful dessert. And then just spread that out as best you can. I like to use every little drop. I don't waste anything. Okay, and there we have it. Strawberry pizza. Didn't take that long to make. It's just layer by layer. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I've got my taste tester. My better half, Tom. He's going to be our taste tester today. I feel like Lucy, and it's so tasty too. Okay, moment of truth. Okay. And tell them how it is before you ate the whole thing.
Pretty daggone good.
Okay, he's gone. Thanks everyone for following along with me today on my very first video in my kitchen. So happy cooking, everyone.
Late boomers, like and subscribe.
Bye.